In this video, it's the second part of my adventure in the Netherlands. I think this is part 3 now, but you may notice the Perodua is not here. Don't worry, it's just resting. My friend Ivan has lent me his BMW E46 Touring with a 6-cylinder petrol engine and LPG, and I'm swanning around in that today. The reason being, I'm just so tired. I'm really feeling it. I just couldn't face any more miles in the heroic little Perodua. So I'm in the badgeless BMW. I have no idea what engine it is. I just know it's a 6-cylinder petrol, automatic transmission. It's got cruise control, so I can give my throttle foot a much needed rest. So thank you, Ivan, for lending me your car. Ivan is, well, Ivan and Patrick are hosting me for the first part of this visit. So I'm staying at theirs. They are the organisers of Japan Classic Sunday along with their friends, and it promises to be a spectacular day tomorrow. But today I'm off to do some filming. I don't know how much I'm going to do. There's 3 possible cars, but like I say, I'm feeling really tired. Really tired. So going to continue on the journey. But yeah, it's very nice. It's done 211,000 kilometres. And unfortunately, I'm dressed for the summer, but it's not apparently in the Netherlands either. So it's not just in the UK. There's a distinct lack of summer here as well. But yeah, this is just a ticket. It's just point and go, and it is proving very nice. So yeah, I'll start it up for you. Why not? I've got the key and everything. Even the key has a little BMW logo on it, which is nice. I just like E46s. So this isn't going to be a full test. Unfortunately, the check engine light has not gone out, and it says it's due an oil service, but nonetheless we shall hope everything is going to be alright. But oh, these BMW 6-cylinder engines just do sound so mighty. Anyway, I'm going to go and do some filming. We're out for dinner tonight, tapas I believe, and then tomorrow we are going to Japan Classic Sunday, and I'll be taking the little Perodua along to that. So the adventure will continue tomorrow. Oh, look at this. It's a Citroen C6. Thinking of you, Kitch. EX Mark 1 GT. Nice. You even got yellow headlamps. Concourse detailing is underway. Good morning everyone. Apologies for the lack of mic. I'm charging my phone ahead of Japan Classic Sunday. It's day 3 of this trip. I'm back aboard the Perodua Kenari after skiving off yesterday and using a BMW instead. We are convoying to Japan Classic Sunday, and if we get the sun in a better position, I will try and show you the Convoy, which has just been invaded by a modern Audi. But this is part of the fun, is the Convoy to Japan Classic Sunday, and for once I'm doing it in my own car. And it was lovely when I arrived at my friends Ivan and Patrick. My friends Eddie and Bernie were already there. Everyone was so pleased to see this little car, and yeah, very pleasing. We've even given it a wash, and Ivan has given it some hubcaps, so you'll get to see those very soon. But yeah, good times. So here is the Convoy. We've got Eddie up ahead in his exceedingly rare Datsun or Nissan Silvia. It's from the early 80s, so he's right on the cusp of the change. Not a car we got in the UK. I think Eddie sourced this one from France, has carried out some substantial body modifications to it. Well, not modifications, restoration. In front of Eddie, his partner Bernie, driving one of my favourite cars in Ivan and Patrick's collection, the 280C with twin rear wipers. and it leading is Ivan himself in his Datsun Bluebird 311, I think it is, which is very much an Austin based car. And behind I've got Patrick, who's in I think it's a Laurel, I get so confused, which belonged to an elderly chap who sadly passed away recently, Henk. So that car very much a tribute. There we go. What a lovely little convoy, eh? Light conditions are proving challenging today. Well, we're at Japan Classic Sunday. The Kenari has been cleaned and is looking resplendent. It even has gorgeous little Nissan centre caps to help it blend in here at Japan Classic Sunday. We've just arrived, well, we haven't just arrived actually, we've been here a while. We've been doing things like setting out the ribbons and attaching bin bags, all the glamorous stuff that's essential to help an event like this go smoothly. Cars are just starting to arrive, so I'm beginning my show report. Well, sadly, it's got a bit wet here at Japan Classic Sunday, but I'm chilling in the back because it's only in the back of the car you find cup holders. Oh, there goes the Daihatsu YRV. One of quite a few that have been here today. Oh, there we go. Marvellous. And of course the rear seats recline as well, so I can just sort of chill out here in the back. But probably made the seats into a bed of some sort, but I'm not sure I fancy that. Ooh. MR2 has got a lovely body kit on it. Just showing rain. As you can see, the field has thinned out somewhat. As people are wisely heading away from the rain, but we've got to wait on because we've got to take down, remove all the bins, remove all the spikes, although I think some people have been doing that already, and yeah, then we can go and have dinner.
How lucky are we that this didn't happen 2 hours earlier?
Yeah. Yeah. Well, hello folks. We are on to day 3 of this trip, I think. We're in day 4. Or is it day 5 even? It's Monday. When did I start? Thursday. So Thursday 1, Friday 2, Saturday 3, Sunday 4. Yeah, day 5. Day 5 of this trip. Sorry this part is a bit fragmented, but take it as a sign of just how chaotic it's been over here. I've been working so hard on this trip. We're now going to head to see my friends Art and Leontine, who I stayed with last year, filming some cars with them today. Some very interesting cars. The Subaru SVX we saw at Japan Classic Sunday yesterday, a Renault Twingo Benetton edition, and hopefully an Austin Princess limousine, because why not? Yeah, on our way to do that, and I'm just showing you some of the sights along the way. There was a bit of a complaint, we haven't done enough looking out of the car, a bit too much looking at me, so here you are, not looking at me. I haven't got the microphone plugged in, I'm having to charge the phone, because obviously it's doing navigation duty and it will be doing a lot of filming duty today as well, and it's just been doing editing duty, because I've just edited up the brown NSU Prince video. What a gorgeous little car that was. Slotting behind this Polish Volkswagen Crafter. But as you can see, Netherlands, quite flat. Quite flat. This will come as a surprise to nobody. But it does mean lots of effortless cruising in a way you just can't in Wales. And traffic a lot busier today, obviously it's a working day. It's just gone 9 o'clock in the morning, so we've still got a lot of business traffic, I guess. But the A27 is closed, so we're having to divert around that, which I also had to do on Saturday. I'm hoping we don't hit the same sort of traffic we hit on Saturday. Well, I've just filled up here at a Shell petrol station with V-Power, because obviously it's a performance machine. It's got quad headlamps, so it must be a performance machine. 56 mpg on that, which would make me feel a whole lot better. That's a bit more where I expect it to be. I presume maybe it was a short fill the previous owner did. I've done 3 clicks again, and yeah, that's good. That's kind of what I'm hoping for with this little car. It's about the same as the Charade, to be honest. Charade on a run will do mid-50s, so that's a bit more pleasing. Less pleasing is the fact that that fill just cost me 40 euros, which is getting on for 40 quid. It's €2.27 a litre. Yikes. Even the normal 95 RON E10 is just over £2. Although I have seen cheaper elsewhere. I think this is quite an expensive place to go, but the diesel is cheaper. But I don't have a diesel, so that's irrelevant. But there are some things I must address, one of which is wipers. Actually, I'd just like to address tyres. People were complaining my tyres were dodgy, but we're not on that tread wear indicator. We're not on that tread wear indicator. That one is getting close on that bit. Now you must have good tread over 75% the width of the tyre, so we're just about all right. But I will be looking to change these, don't worry. I'm not going to be putting too many miles on these, but I don't feel it's a serious enough issue to address right now this very second. So we'll address that on the way home. But anyway, wipers. I must apologise for not including a wiper test on the previous one. Let's see, ignition on, wash, and you have to manually put the wipers on yourself. But look at the pattern. There's just enough overlap to avoid a triangle of doom. It's a really pleasing wiper pattern, I think. I like it a great deal. And there is the rear as well, of course. Washy wash, and then put it on, and you can press the button up to get more wash as you go. Rear blade's a little tired, but still, that's a jolly decent wiping performance there. Very pleasing. And I know you're admiring my stylish flip-ups right now, but they are actually quite practical, apart from the fact they pull my glasses down even more, so I'm pushing them back even more, which drives some of you mad. I just wanted to address the other error I made in the previous video. I said Perodua means little deer. It doesn't. I think I got something mumbled in my brain. The Perodua Cancil, K-A-N-C-I-L, which was sold here as the Nipper, the Cancil is a mouse deer in Malaysia, so I think that's where my wires must have got crossed. Perodua is a shortening of several words that basically mean the second motor manufacturing country limited. Yeah, Perodua is a contraction of those other words. So Proton obviously being number 1. And Proton itself is an acronym, I think, but look it up on the internet because my brain can't handle it anymore at the moment. I'm going to carry on to my friend's house, and we shall do some more filming. Oh, look at that! Princess limo through its... Today I've got to drive home. Home is 540 miles away. That's over 800 kilometers. So feeling somewhat daunted, but this is where I'm staying tonight. And what particularly pleases me is I've got those two myself. So yeah, it's a nice spot. But if you think this room's impressive, come and check out the sitting room. Look at that. This dresser is absolutely amazing. So nice spot, nice view as well. There is the little Perodua at the window, and it had an exciting day yesterday because they're doing some works here, some engineering works. Just out the window there, admire the lovely CX. And they managed to drill through the gas main. So there was a major gas leak, all the emergency services. Very exciting. Thankfully didn't get ignited, or the little Perodua might have been blown back home in the explosion. So I'm very glad that didn't happen. But yeah, big day, just about to have breakfast, and then it's about 200 miles to the ferry port. I suspect that'll be fairly boring and lots of motorway, but let's see. Before we really get on the road, there is the need for the obligatory windmill shot. There we go, mission accomplished. Everything seems all right with the car. Tyres look good, oil level surprisingly good, doesn't seem to use a drop. Most unusual for a Daihatsu based vehicle, so that's good times. But we need to get on the road. I've got to get going, so I'll show you around this beautiful little village as we go. And let's up that a bit. Right, here we go. So I don't know how to pronounce this village. Zlichem, maybe. I should have asked my host, really, seeing as I was staying at their house. We are going that way. This is sort of a roundabout and sort of a not, because you can't really actually physically get around it. I'll wash the windscreen. Make sure the view is perfect for you, and any excuse to play with wipers. Those junctions are a bit weird. You have no idea whose right of way it is. So I think the best thing to do is just be assertive. A more modern little windmill there. Whee! Bouncy. So again, at this one, we're just keeping an eye out for all the traffic. There isn't any, so it's fine, which makes it really hard. Oh, here is the village sign. We are leaving, so we can accelerate behind the learner driver. It's really hard to work out what the rules are because you don't see enough examples of what the rule is. So best just drive with caution, I feel. It's going to be quite hot today, I think. So the weather forecast for Brussels, we're not quite going to Brussels. That was 29 degrees today, but there could be thunderstorms. We've got 3 hours to go until we reach the ferry port. So let's see how things go. Oh, you'll never guess what, folks. There's another windmill. Give you some zoom. There we go. But already we are demonstrating what the Netherlands has a lot of. Flat, slightly featureless roads. But at least for my little car, that's good news, because there really aren't any hills. Which is probably why people like cycling here. There we go, our second windmill of the morning. But it's been a lovely, lovely trip. It's been hectic, but we filmed 2 cars yesterday morning. Then we went for a spot of lunch at Houston, which is absolutely beautiful. It's a lovely place to go. So Art and I had lunch there, and then we filmed the third car, the Princess Limousine, which proved a little problematic. We ended up having to change the coil on it, but such is life when you dabble in the British classics, even overseas. And then we had a lovely barbecue last night, so it's been lovely. I would love to have spent more time here, really, but I would also love to spend more time here with Miss Hubner, so hopefully we can make that happen next year. But anyway, I've got many hours to do, so I'm going to charge my phone up and carry on down the highway. Oh, by the way, Dutch road tax is horrendously expensive. I was chatting to Art. His Lincoln Town car costs €200 a month to tax. Tax is based on weight here, so the heavier your vehicle, the more tax you pay. The more you damage the road, the more tax you pay, which sort of seems fair. But yeah, that is very expensive. But I will point out, look at the roads. The roads all seem to be like this. They're immaculate. The road markings are really clear. And while we're at it, look at the litter at the side of the road. There is none. It's so different visiting a country where people actually seem to care. And yeah, it's not going to be the same going back to the UK, where there's litter everywhere. The roads are an utter mess. And road markings in many places are completely invisible. I saw a story recently where someone raised with the council that the road markings on a roundabout had pretty much just vanished, and the council said they might do something about it late 2025. How many accidents need to happen first? You have to wonder. trucks aren't meant to be overtaking at the moment, but nonetheless it appears to be happening. Well, we've hit traffic. It's Monday morning for you, Tuesday morning for you. That's a Fiat 600 there, which I don't think we get in the UK yet. Not normal congestion, we've got trouble up ahead. I think there's been a collision, so we've got a lane closure. Look at this though, we've just passed the arrow telling everyone to get into the right hand lane, and everyone has got into the right hand lane. If it was the UK, people would be bombing up this left hand lane and then cutting viciously in at the X, if they even bothered at all. Lovely. And I think because everyone's behaving, we haven't got too much stop start. It is actually flowing. It's flowing slowly past the scene, but generally everyone behaving themselves. I've just seen flashing lights of a recovery truck, so hopefully whatever the issue is being swiftly dealt with. So over here you have an escort vehicle which gives protection to the road workers, which seems sensible. The amount of incidents we have where is that a broken down Velsat? No, I got all excited for a moment. Broken down Volkswagen, of course it is. Yeah, the amount of incidents where there are recovery trucks driven into people, yeah, it's pretty bad. Anyway, despite the fact there's still an X, everyone seems to have decided that that lane can be used after all. But I'm going to stick over this side for now. I think the 90 sign means 90 when it's raining. Oh well, we can see it's both lanes again now, so over we go. So with much regret, I say goodbye to the Netherlands and hello again to Belgium. We are back in Belgium. Oh yeah, the road surface changes immediately. It looks like the Antwerp Ring Road may yet do Antwerp things. Oh yeah, this is definitely Antwerp Ring Road doing Antwerp things. We're not even onto the Ring Road yet. But this is such a thoroughfare. Oh well, it couldn't all be plain sailing, could it? Well, this is one reason for the congestion. Antwerp is kind of surrounded by water. We're currently driving under a very big river, and yeah, there's just lots of that, so there isn't much land on which to build roads. If you watch the B1M YouTube channel, they've done a video about a new project, massive road building, because I don't think the ring road is a complete ring at the moment, which doesn't help, so you can't actually go all the way around it. Well, we're getting an accidental tour of Ghent because the sat-nav was not clear at all. This is not the route we came in on, so I am struggling a bit to work out what the hell is going on. Well, here we are. This is more of Ghent than we're meant to be seeing. The tram tracks are interesting to drive across. Oh, good, we're finished with that. That was quite interesting. And here's fuel prices for you. Fuel much cheaper here than the Netherlands. So the Supreme is 187, whereas it was 227 in the Netherlands. Back to the motorway. Let's see if we can actually escape Ghent this time. Come on, little Kenari. Just recording again because we're approaching Jabeka, is I think how you say it. The place of the speed trials. I'll force my way out of it. Very slow stuff wanting to go for the services here, I think. So thank you to the people who try and correct me on my pronunciations. still got quite a ways to go. Oh no, about 40 minutes. That's the most interesting car we've seen today. Jaguar XJS, the facelift one. I wonder where they're off to. I do apologise everyone, we've just crossed the border into France. So we are 11 kilometres away from coming off for Dunkirk, so we're getting closer. We are at Dunkirk and I'm just trying to find my way back to the ferry port. We should follow the signs for car ferry, but yeah, I finally got my mic plugged in. Sorry folks, but charging the old phone does rather take the priority. Here we are, car ferry. Let's go and see what the border security queues are like. Oh, sorry folks, I missed a monumental moment. Little Canary has hit 48,000 miles. Now I'm 48,081, so it was a while ago, but I missed that. I'm very sorry. We're planning something a little special, hopefully, once we're back on the English side. So maybe that'll make the little car feel better, I don't know. Well, there we go, we're through security, no queues this end. Although of course Dunkirk is a much quieter port than Calais, but yeah, the contrast could not be greater. Calais, unsurprisingly, the busiest port in the UK, I think. Oh no, we got UK border control to go through now. Still not very much of a queue, so hopefully we'll be alright. And I can set about trying to find some lunch. Yeah, I'm on the ferry I'm meant to be on, so that's always nice. And there we go, the plucky Perodua has made it to the ferry port. I'm going to go and see if I can get a bite to eat and ablutions, etc. But there she is. Amazing little car. We've done about 200 odd miles, I think, since filling up yesterday. So we're definitely getting the miles on. Oh no, 196. There we go. 196 miles we've done since we filled up yesterday, and when we filled up we'd done 230 miles, I think. So yeah, we've done quite a lot of miles together so far. I'll have to try and add it up, but for now, ablutions. Driving on a boat, driving on a boat. We are driving on a boat and we see the wipers. Oh, they're pantographs. Fortunately, I don't think we get a view of them once we're on board. Well, at least you get to be indoors for a bit, little Perodua. Always fun driving my little Perodua on a boat. Especially as the word boat upsets all the people. Oh, I can see the little Austin. There's a little yellow Austin to the right. I'm not sure what model of Austin it is. It is a pre-war one. But there was some poor sod sat in the dicky seat earlier, as you can see in this picture. But that's us done by the look of it. Where we go a bit more. Leave room for that boot. Lights out, and away we go. I'm not sure he has a ticket. You have the chippies, are you? And here we go, leaving the bateau. So we came in via the front, or bow. We leave via the rear, or stern. See, I'm learning folks, I'm learning. But yeah, 317 miles to do. I'm just going to do a couple of hours and see how I feel. By the way, it's not just the driving. Before I left this morning, I edited 2 videos. Well, I think I finished editing one video and then edited another small one. And then there's editing on the boat. So I've been editing up this journey so far, but this is interesting. I've not been out on deck for a while, so what's it like in Dover? It looks dry, so that's a good start. Blinking into the sunlight. There we go, back to the White Cliffs. Oh no, it's raining. Well, maybe that'll help wash the glue of my beam adapters off. So yeah, fun ferry that was. I was watching the women's tennis. I think it was one of the semi-finals, and there were several coaches like that one, but were full of children. So that was fun. Can you imagine how bored children got after about 5 minutes on a ferry? For reasons of fairness, I would just like to point out this road looks like it's actually quite well maintained. Look, it's got lines and everything. Impressive. Right, off to a special place. By the way, you'll be thrilled to learn that I'm driving barefoot. It makes it much more comfortable because effectively it takes about 2 inches off my heel height, and it just means the pedals don't feel quite so cramped. So that has worked really well. I'm sure I upset people driving the NSU the other day. Oh, there's the XJS again. They've now got the roof down. Brave. Yeah, when I was driving the NSU, I had to drive it barefoot because the pedals were tiny. But anyway, here we go. See, here they are in their Jaguar. Oh, and some more tunnel action. I was denied on the way here. Whee! Here it is, folks. John Child's Garage. Wow. We have actually made it. Oh my god, there's another Kenari here. Sadly, I don't think they sell fuel anymore, which is a shame. Well, my days, look at this. Back at the Perodua dealer where she was sold 20 years ago. John Child Garage is also where the Perodua nipper I used to own is sold. Oh wow. That's a happy moment right there, folks. So this would have been the old showroom. We've got a Mark 1 Ford Consul in there. And I wonder if that was the last Perodua that came in. It's got a 2014 number plate on it. Fascinating. Right, we're going to go and park around the front because there's more signs. Oh my days, they've got breakers as well. Look at this sad pair. The green one looks quite nice actually. The gold one, not so much. So that's very sad. We've got a Kalisa here, which is a rebadged Quarry, and a Syrian, or rather a Perodua Mivi, which was a Syrian. That was the last model sold in the UK. Wow. I won't be filling her up here, but it's another chance to stop below the sign. The sign's suffering somewhat because it is a full 20 years since my little Perodua was sold here. Fantastic. There we are. 3 Kenaris reunited, but sadly only one of them is driving away today. This green one's really nice. I love the colour. Thou shalt not covet someone else's Kenari. But look at the seats as well. If I get you right on, look at the upholstery. That's magnificent. Can I have a no? Can I get? Oh no, I can't get in without getting stung to death. I just wondered how many miles it had done. But there we go. Right, that's enough wallowing in nostalgia. So bye bye Kenaris, bye bye, and we shall head home. We've still got 300 miles to go, so we can't spend too long here. It would have been nice to have more of a chat with him, but it looked like there was one chap and he was really quite busy. So yeah, I don't want to disrupt someone's day when they're actually getting paid to do stuff. So we shall head home, or at least start heading home. I'm not promising to get home tonight. I have emergency pants. We may do another stop. Ooh. So we'll see how far we go. Well, I'm very aware that it could bite me on the backside, but this is the M25. Oh, nice double-decker coach over there. Nice. Yeah, it's all right at the moment, but yeah, I'm very aware that could change, especially as Junction 10, they've got major improvement works going on. John Auto Shenanigans did a video on one of the closures. There's another closure coming up this weekend, I think, but even when it's not closed, it's very sticky. And also, look at that sky. It's starting to get a little rain, but we may get a lot of rain. Oh yeah, here it is. I said this feels very British, but it was doing this in Dunkirk. Lovely. Oh, it is time for a break. We're at Cobham Services. What is it? About an hour and a half since we got off the ferry, I think. About that. But I'm feeling quite tired, and the only thing to do when you're feeling tired is to stop the car. Also, Cobham Services tend to have some very nice eateries, which is certainly not always the case. There she is then, still looking good. We've now covered about 280 miles since we refueled yesterday, so we've probably done 270 today, obviously not including ferry miles. Stay there, door, don't smack the nice car next to us. Oof. But yeah, weather could be better. And we're going to Pizza Express here at Cobham, because you can just sit in, it's nice and quiet. As good as the other fooderies are in, they're obviously not Golden Arches, it is hellishly loud in there. So we've still got 233 miles to go, which means we'll be getting home about 11 o'clock tonight. If we drive through, I think what I'm going to do is just drive a bit more and see how I feel. I feel quite refreshed after that little stop. So if I can keep doing a couple of hours here, a couple of hours there, who knows, might actually get home. My voice is starting to struggle somewhat though. It's been a lot of talking over the past few days. Oh, I'm just going to check the oil just before we go. Very slightly below maximum. Incredible. I was thinking, oh, I better buy some oil because it's a Daihatsu, but I haven't. What I have got at home waiting is 20 litres of Manol 5W30 for the various Daihatsus on the fleet. So I think this car has definitely earned an oil change at the very least, and yeah, we'll see how we go. Right, back onto the motorway. It's going to get sticky, but that's junction 10. We're just coming up to junction 10. I already know from Google Maps that it's going to be a bit meh. I might have to get some fuel here as well. I've just remembered that's 290 miles since filling up, so sorry, that's more like 280 miles we've covered today. So a long day, so I'm gonna have to pay motorway prices. It's just not worth trying to come off and find somewhere else, I don't think. It's just, yeah. Where's my fuel? Right, that's come out 52 mpg. That was 25 litres and it cost £49. This is why I do not very often buy my fuel at motorway services. I just feel I haven't really got the choice. I just need to get motoring again. So yeah, 52 is probably where it is. So we've had a slightly low result. We've had a slightly high. I think 52 is probably the correct thing. Also, I did a cheeky headlamp flash as I came into this spot, and I think I've got front fog lights in the middle there. Oh, they don't seem to work. Oh no, there we go. Yeah. So the inner lamps are not main beam, they're fog lights, which is pretty much no use whatsoever. Oh, that seems to have worked quite well. I think I've avoided the worst of the traffic this evening. It was backing up here. We're approaching that notorious junction 10, and yes, that noise has started again. The rattle. It isn't anything to do with brakes, probably exhaust. Well, we're still going along. We're now about 380 miles into our day, and I've decided enough is enough. We're going to continue to Cardiff, which is about another 45-50 minutes away, but I am not getting home tonight. There is no need to push it. I'm really feeling quite tired, and I'm okay, I can concentrate, but I'm not going to be able to push on to home. We've got another issue as well, is it's gone 9 o'clock at night now, I think. Oh no, it hasn't, it's still 25 to 9. I've already caught them laying out one set of roadworks to close a motorway for overnight repairs. This is the problem. People say, oh, you should travel at night, it's much easier, there's much less traffic, and you're like, well, yeah, but the downside is they close all the bloody motorways for repairs, and I think there's a few sections of the M4 towards home where that's happening at the moment. I'm hoping there's no such sections between here and Cardiff. We're stopping in Cardiff tonight, the Easy Hotel. Oh, here you go again. A sign saying low enclosure shut down. That means they're trying to close the motorway, but they should still be setting it up. Sorry, my throat is really struggling. Especially because I'm shouting over the noise of this bloody car. No, I didn't do a good job of setting that sign out, did it? It's fallen over already. Oh yes, we're making it back to Wales. But yeah, I've been going, where is it now? It's 10 to 9, but it's actually 10 to 10 on European time, and I set off at 9 o'clock this morning on European time. So it's been over 12 hours, getting over 13 hours on the road, which frankly is enough. But we've only got 19 miles to go, and then we'll have a break, and we'll cross the rest of Wales in the morning. Oh, check this one out. A recovery truck being recovered, and it's got a Mazda RX-8 on the back of it. Oh dear. Oh, by the way, we are now at 800 miles since collection of the car on Friday, and today is Tuesday. That's been quite the week, especially given there was one day I didn't drive the car at all. That was Saturday. Well, that is some impressively ill behaviour when it comes to lane discipline. What is that? Why are you over there? Good morning. It is 5 o'clock in the morning, and welcome to the channel. I am here in Cardiff. See if you get that reference. It is nice and quiet on the roads, and I'm thinking, seeing as I just woke up at 4:30, I might as well get on the way. So I've had a quick shower. This is my tiny easy hotel room. Nowhere to put your bags apart from just there, so hope you don't have to get out the door in an emergency. But I do like the fact their room cards are made of wood, so that's quite a nice touch. But yeah, I suddenly have much desire to be home, and if I rush I may just make it in time for the school run, so I'm going to do that. This is weird. It's like being in a zombie movie. There's nothing about. The only complaint I've got about the Easy Hotel is that the website says parking included. What the website does not explain is the parking is actually half a mile away and you have to pay for it. So just be aware of that one. I mean, Easy Hotels, they strip everything back to the bone, but nonetheless that room was clean. It felt brand new, and yeah, it was a very pleasant night. But I want to get a jump on the traffic. It's the main reason for being awake. I'm not feeling like breakfast at the moment. I had absolutely delicious pizza, but it was very filling. Usually I take some pizza away with me in a doggy bag, but not last night. But anyway, I need to go rescue the little Perodua and get driving. Anyway, this is what Cardiff looks like at 5 o'clock in the morning. Oh, I can hear some traffic. There is. Oh my God! Look how crazy the traffic is at 5 o'clock in the morning. It's not quite like London, the city that never sleeps. And quite an interesting flyover here. Acorn Recruitment and Training. And police car driving around looking for trouble. I hope it doesn't think I'm it. Could be vicious. I do have a hoodie. It's a Rustival hoodie. And this is a sound time to remind you. Oh, sorry, it's a bit shaky. But Rustival is on the 28th of September. Myself, Steph I Driver Classic, Miss Hubnut, and Matt Furious Driving coming together once more to give you a lovely day out. Here she is, sitting in the dark. Yeah, Rustival is the 28th of September at the British Motor Museum again. We're going back again. First one was a real success, so please do come along. Head to the rustival.co.uk website where you can find instructions. You have to buy your ticket at the museum and then register with us. All the Van den Pla parking already claimed, and we're a good way through the Mayfair parking, but there are still spaces. I'll open the window and we can listen to the dawn chorus of Clackety Tappets. Yeah. And there we go, that's it stopping. Right, so we get out of here. Yeah. Open sesame. There we go. We are out. Right, about 2 hours to get home. So I'm going to get on and do it. I wonder if we'll see a sunrise or I've already missed it. Should be back at home in time for the school run. I'll just avoid that. That's the chaos of road surface right there. Well, we're just coming up to the Port Talbot Steelworks. On the left there, owned by Tata. And unfortunately, they are shutting down good chunks of it. One of the two furnaces which smelts steel from raw ore is already shut down. Another one to follow. They're going to be doing electric arc furnaces instead, but yeah, causing great dismay, many job losses. That is the same Tata that built my City Rover. Oh, you really don't need your fog light on, mate. What's that about? Yeah, you go away. Bye. Anyway, the scenery is definitely looking a lot more Welsh. And I will say, really, my only grumble with this car, I'm even getting used to the driving position, it's just the amount of wind noise. It's kind of unacceptable on a car at this age, I think. It really is bad, and I think it's mostly the big chunky door mirrors, so while I gain in excellent visibility, I sadly lose in horrible noise. But hasn't she done well? We are, where are we? 860 miles in, and still got another quite a few miles to go. I think we'll be getting on for 900 miles by the time we're back home. I sadly can't show you at the moment, but that is 48,400 on the clock, which means 900 miles together. Woo! Oh, my throat is ruined. Oh yes, this is feeling a bit different from the Netherlands, isn't it? See how much fun the little Kenari is on the roads of Wales. Unsurprisingly, it feels quite like both the Charade and the Syrian. And that's it. 930 miles later, the little Kenari is actually home. I haven't been driving on the fog lights there just for artistic effect. But what an amazing little car. What an amazing bird song going on. You can see why Top Gear script failures and disasters, because honestly, you can quite often just jump in a car, drive it hundreds of miles and nothing will go wrong at all. We had one squeal from the alternator belt as I left the services last night. Not done that again, bit weird. But yeah, I am so impressed with this little car. Easily one of the best sub-grand cars I have ever bought, I think. So I think we will lavish some care upon this little thing. But huge thank you for watching. Don't forget you can head to the Hubnut store. Don't forget you should come to Rustival in September. And we'll see you in a future video. Farewell. Now I've got to get this nasty glue off. Ew. I'll show you the rear lights as well. Biggest indicators ever.